classifying which Manvantara what happened anta. So we will go by that. Now in chapter 10 of Skanda 8. Chapter 10 of Skanda 8. So there ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಗಜೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಗಜೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆಲ್ ದೇವತಾಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ and then they come and they shower the flowers and they sing in praise of Vishnu, because Vishnu comes and relieves that Gajendra Moksha itself has become quite historical and a milestone in the entire Bhagavat Purana. So just like us, how much we appreciate, imagine listening to the story itself, we become so excited, and we just especially those who have faith and those who are devoted, we feel something extraordinary and lot of depth in all these happenings, all these stories, because they just don't mean and that an elephant was caught in the mouth of a crocodile, and crocodile took 10,000 years. Ivala nodlikke kellikke, oh, what is there? Who lives for 10,000 years? Who has seen? Show me the evidence. Ivella kelbahudu. But when you have faith and when it is explained in a manner that it has a hidden meaning, and we believe the presence of Supreme Being, and we must also believe that the timeline was different in different yugas, different manvantaras, different yugas particularly. So every yuga has again manvantaras. So early phase before Kali Yuga comes, no, alli long duration idde irtittu. And it, just like we said, Kashyapa, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮುನಿಗಳು, they lived for several thousand years. They did penance for several thousand years. So like that, things used to take long time. If you take the units of time as per Kali Yuga, then their timelines were quite long. So that used to happen, and therefore, if you believe, I mean, it makes us believe that Gajendra Moksha and other Matsya Avatara or the Varaha Avatara, all those did exist, but in a subtle form. Bannanje Govindacharya ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, you may not find the historical evidence like we find for Dwapara Yuga, Krishnan Janma Sthala agri ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ರಾಮಂದು ಅಯೋಧ್ಯ. So that we may not find for the earlier avatars or earlier such this thing stories. So but still people say illi Gajendra Moksha ಆಯ್ತು, ನೀವು ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ತ್ರಿಕೂಟ ಪರ್ವತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬಹುದು, this may be the same ತ್ರಿಕೂಟ, like that we have, but no what I should say conclusive or very authentic evidence to show that it existed, just as we have for Rama Avatar and Krishna Avatar. So we'll have to go by the subtle evidence and the impact it has on our thinking, our mind, our internal exploration, spiritual. Yakandre adu henge crocodile holding Gajendra andre our vasanas, they hold us for very long time. And as an elephant, if we imagine ourselves, we are comfortable, till we exhaust all our energies, we don't surrender, we get bound, and until we realize. Once we realize and once we know and offer even a small flower to God with full of surrender, divine surrender, faith, avaga he comes and rescues not only from the physical sufferings but also from the attachments. That is the whole thing we discussed. Now when he gets released, andre crocodile is killed by Sudarshan Chakra. Crocodile is he kills him with that, and crocodile becomes another Gandharva, I told you, who and elephant also becomes Indradyumna Raja. So adella admele Brahma and all the devatas and Shiva, everybody appreciates, and all the devatas are there, so they all shower and become very ecstatic feeling they have. That is the atmosphere. Avaga Brahma taking the lead, he again chants. So many places in Bhagavat Purana there are stotras which keep describing about Sri Hari, which keeps describing, because if we are sincerely going word by word, ideally we should ಭಾಗವತ ಓದ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಂತೆ. ಒಂದ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ರೌಂಡ್. ಮೈ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್, ಅತ್ತೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ 90 years ಭಾಗವತ ಓದ್ತಾರ ಅವರು. ಯಾವಾಗಿಂದ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ? ದಿನ ಓದ್ತಾರ ಅವ್ರು, ದಿನ ಇಷ್ಟು ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಓದೋದು, ಮತ್ ಓದೋದು. So once we become little more older, no, we should also keep reading, keep reading, keep reading. Hange ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ, mind will be fixed in that. That reading gives, and glorifying Hari also keeps your bhakti in place. So Brahma, again he sings, just as so many shlokas are there. I'm going to tell the summary of Brahma's prayer to Vishnu. So he says, see, Vishnu is the father of Brahma, creator of Brahma. Just as we find a fire in the fire sticks, fire is sought in the fire sticks. Andre, fire stick, we know if we take it, we burn it, we get fire. So we seek the firewood for fire. And cows for milk, we find milk, we seek milk in the cows. We seek cereals in the soil. That means we source is talking about. Water under the ground, livelihood in the hard work. So say the wise, uh, the spiritual aspirant, seek and find you, the spirit permeating everything. If we have to seek you, seek for you. If we want milk, we go to the cow. So if we want to find you, a spiritual aspirant, he finds the spirit permeating everything in the body mind combination and in other products of Prakriti through discriminative intelligence and introspection, and proclaim the same to the world. Andre, adhyatmika sadhakaru, spiritual seeker, just as an ordinary person, oh, I'll get the fire wood for lighting the fire, or we get the cylinder because it will light the gas burner in our house. We may get the cow or milk packet which has milk. So source we go, no, like that. The source of finding spirit is very much here in the body and mind, in the human being, as well as outside in all the products. Anta spiritual seeker will start proclaiming that, because he wants to understand it that way. He wants to understand and he wants to realize the presence of the spirit or the superhuman being or the consciousness, what we call, in each and everything. So matter contains that consciousness. Prakriti means matter, and the energy is a consciousness. So like that. So adella heli he describes in so many ways. You are the origin, you are the creator, you have to be worshipped, and you are compassionate antella heli. Now you decide what should be good to the worlds, the devas and the holy men. And then Hari, Lord, who has come there with all his description, the majestic appearance, with his shankha, chakra, the discus, and the conch, and the mace, and the lotus. This is a typical description of Chaturbhuja, four-armed Vishnu, with all his jewels, with his magnificent appearance, and grayish or bluish skin, with a smile, all that. So now he says, you go and make peace with the asuras, Deva Devata. As I ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ Hari. Now you go and make peace with asuras, and though they are your enemies, now the time is favorable to the asuras. Yakandre, if you remember in the previous session we discussed that Indra goes and asks Vishnu that asuras are creating a havoc. So why should you not come and wait Andirtan Vishnu? So he says, now time is, he says, asuras time ido, because I am supporting the suras, good and the bad. I like to support the good people, but bad is also my creation, and I need to balance. And then at a time, I cannot be promoting both in the same intensity. That is what it means actually. So it depends on the time, and have patience. Your time also will come. So now he says, Asura, the time bandide, it's a good time for them now. They may overpower you. So make truce with them. Go and have a meeting with them, and decide, and let us churn Amrita, the nectar of immortality, from this ocean, milk ocean, this ocean, Shira Sagaradinda. Now we will get the nectar. So go and tell them that we will make truce. Both of us will churn it, and we will share it. Anta ಹೋಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಅಂತ. Narayana is quite clever and very diplomatic. strategic also, very, very strategic. So he tells, go and talk to them. But how you have to talk to the asuras, you should come together. I will distribute, first ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಹರಿ, it will be distributed to both of you so that both of you have equal strength ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. Now you have to go and speak to them. In this Bhagavad, they have given few suggestions for people like us, you and I also. Now he says, now they are your enemies. But when sometimes when there is an emergency, you have to go and make truce with your enemies also. You cannot keep fighting. You should just be diplomatic or bring them, and share the common objectives. And after that, you can again, depart like how you were before. But right now, the time has come. So get the Mandara mountain, get some shrubs from that mountain, and get the Vasuki. Vasuki is a serpent. Go and approach Mandara. Go and approach Vasuki. Get some shrubs. So you will churn it, but then he comes to the point. He says, let the asuras do the hard work and you will enjoy the fruits. I will ensure that it will happen, because he knows heart in heart asuras should not dominate, because that's going to be not good to the world. It's not going to do good to the world. So when asuras ask for some conditions, don't disagree. ಹೋಗಿ ಹೂ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ರಿ ಅಂತ. So this is a thing they say, when sometimes we want things to happen ಅಂದಾಗ, even if it is our enemy, ಏನೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, you have to fall at their feet and get the things done if it is going to be something good. ಆವಾಗ ನಾನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಅವನ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ, ಅವನೇನ್ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, we should not have ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಣ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಾ ಅಂತಾರ, false prestige we should not have. We should let go and think of the goal. And for sometimes they say it's not wrong even if you fall at the feet of your enemy. So like that, similar grounds alli ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. So propose conciliatory methods. Conciliatory methods are more successful than those of confrontation. Modern management principle ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಅವನು. You agree to whatever terms they propose, because conciliation, consensus is more important and more successful. That works better than confrontation. Don't antagonize them anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. This is a translation, it's not commentary. This book is only translation. So ಆಮೇಲೆ we will churn, both you and the asuras will churn this ocean of milk. When the ocean is churned, first the poison will come. That's called Kalakuta. And you should not be afraid. Many objects will come when the ocean is churned, and you should not have attraction. Nor you should feel angry if you don't get them. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬನ್ನಂಜೆ ಗೋವಿಂದಾಚಾರ್ಯ ಅವರು ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಮುದ್ರ ಮಂಥನ ಅಂತ 6 minute ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇದೆ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಶೇರ್ ದಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್. So first he says poison will come, then good number of objects will come, and then you should not be distracted, because what is your goal? To get that amrita. And whatever objects will come, people may ask, I want this, and the interesting objects will come out of this ocean. If you don't get, you should not be disappointed. And last, so that he said, first of all, you should not have attraction. Third thing is, you should not feel angry if somebody else takes it. So this manthana is also like our life, churning the mindset, churning our entire journey of the soul in this life. If you churn it, no, they say actually mind is the churning rod, like mandavagi balsantadu mandara parvata, slowly it will churn. So slowly your mind, it is also related to man, that is mind. So when you churn your life, go inside, reflect, churn it out. When you start, that happens only when you introspect and make an effort to go deep within, bring everything what is within outside. So first what will come is, we will start experiencing a sense of bitterness. All that will come actually when you start your spiritual practice. Maybe you'll become more sensitive, more sentimental, maybe adversities may come out. Seriously, if you observe your spiritual journey, actually that happens, because that may be a, a process of cleansing, a process of cleansing. Maybe you will feel, sometimes you may feel extraordinary emotive. All emotions may come out. Then soon you will start reflecting. So that extraordinary, what I should say, manifestation of that can also be considered like this. How Bananjay Govindachar puts is, as you start spiritual journey, he doesn't say this. This is my thought. You may get all negative things initially, exaggerated form. But he says, which complements this thought, is that you may develop a vishwas. Andre, you may not feel, what is this happening? Nothing. Everything is bullshit both initially. That is a poison. But eventually, when you continue, that distrust converts into trust, and that sits permanently. So initially, it goes through that. Swami Vivekananda also, and another, I don't know whether it is Swami Vivekananda's uh, thing only. Yeah, it is. I have learned from his quotes. Anything, when you start, it first meets with opposition. Any thought, anything you initiate outside, opposition. Sikkapata opposition and struggle, and you feel you have to give up. Ashtond opposition. Then it will be ridiculed, insulted. Then still if you continue, then it will be accepted. In general, ವ್ಯವಹಾರಿಕವಾಗಿ ಈ ಮೂರು phases ಇರ್ತದೆ. Similarly, here also, first thing that poison comes out ಅಂದ್ರೆ intolerable. And how to manage that poison, he tells that very beautifully, he says. So that happens. Then once that is cleared off, then you will start getting objects of excitement, enjoyable, pleasurable. This is also a trap only. Because first ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ, ಕ್ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. Now maybe I am clear, pure, I will get all positivity, and maybe the consciousness will start reflecting. Yes, before that, hold on. It is the distractions, beautiful distractions. Women may come, luxury may come, jewels may come. Then there is a tendency to fall. You may get attracted because you have struggled to go within. God may give you some benefits. If you get distracted, then you are stuck. And so then we must not stop there, still continue our journey within. And then once we don't yield to that, and even if we see others are possessing, I have not accepted. If it comes, it's fine, otherwise I'm not going to do. If we start taking this attitude and still go further, then comes your real nectar, that is amrutatva. So this churning, no, Samudra Mathana is not physical, but physical is very interesting. Let us go through this step by step. So saying this, no, now they all approach this. Hari tells these devatas, and then they say, all right, now let's go and approach. And they take blessings from Hari, and then they approach asuras. So there, Mahabali, is a king of these asuras. He welcomes them. Immediately, ಅಸುರರಿಗೆ, hey, ಇವ್ರು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರು, ಇವ್ರು without any weapons they have come, let us attack ಅಂತ. Always they are on the offensive mode, leave alone defensing. Because they have come without weapons, they could have just accepted. ಅವಾಗ ಬಲಿ is noble asura. So he says, no, wait. They have something to say. Lord has instructed them something. So Indra and Bali have a discussion, and then he says, see, like this, no, Hari has told us that Samudra, if we churn that Samudra, Kshirasagar, we will get Amrita, we can share. And both of us will be strength, we will have strength, probably will become immortal. ಹೌದಾ, ಹಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ದೈತ್ಯದರ್, ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್. ಸೊ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಅಗ್ರೀಸ್. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಈ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಮಂದಾರ ಪರ್ವತ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಗೋ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಮಂದಾರ. ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಹ್ಯೂಜ್ ಮಂದಾರ ಪರ್ವತ, ಸಮ್ 10,000 ಯೋಜನಾಸ್, 1000 ಯೋಜನಾಸ್ ದ ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್. ಅಷ್ಟು ಅಗಲ ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಯೋಜನಾ ಇಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಸೆವೆರಲ್ ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ಸ್. So many, it is so huge, and these people are all quite huge and well built and all. ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು ಜೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಸುರಾಸ್, ದೇವಾಸ್, for once they come together and they form a team, and then they are lifting that ಮಂದಾರ ಪರ್ವತ ಮಾಡಿ ಹುಸ್ ಅನ್ಕೋತ ಬರ್ತಾರಂತೆ. And on the way, somehow they cannot hold it, it drops and they all fall. It hurts them, and Lord Hari sees that, and then he helps them actually. Adella agi, they develop some bruises and severe injuries also. So Adat Kudle Hari smiles and he comes on Garuda, and Garuda lifts the entire Mandara and then brings it back to that place where on the ocean. He keeps it there. And there is they'll go and get request Vasuki. So Vasuki also comes, and so Garuda ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ ಗರುಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Hari also will not be there at that moment. Then maybe he'll come later. Yeah. So Hari is still there. Only Garuda is not there. Hari takes that serpent and puts it around Mandara, and Hari and Devas on this side, they hold the head of that Vasuki. These people hold the tail. ಅದ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಒಬ್ರು ಹಿಂಗೆ 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 ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಮೊಸರು ಇದು ಕಡ್ದಂಗೆ. We have churning rod and we churn buttermilk, no? The desi type of churning. Earlier we used to do that. Actually, it's the best way of getting butter out of buttermilk. So like that, they will hing ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ, I don't know. But head is towards head of that serpent is held by Devatas. Tail is held by the Asuras. Hey, now henga tail we are ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಂತೆ Asuras, they say, we have become so famous with our Vedas, our noble actions, they speak, we are very, very famous in all the three worlds. We are well instructed. We should not be holding the tail. It is it's an inferior part of the serpent. So let us exchange. And Hari sumne smile madbittu, he will exchange. Now they go to the head side, and these people come to them. Very interesting. If you enact this as a drama, no, it would be very interesting. I don't know whether there are any movies. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಇದೆಯಾ ಇಂದಿರಾ ಸಮುದ್ರ ಮಥನದ್ದು ಕಾಂತ ಏನಾದ್ರು? Anybody knows? No. We should find out. Very interesting. ವೀಣಾ ಬನ್ನಂಜೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಬನ್ನಂಜೆ ಗೋವಿಂದಾಚಾರ್ ಮಗಳು. She's also very great orator. You know, she has given Bhagavat in 7 videos. Twice she has given. One is in Gokhale Auditorium or something. Recorded there. Very humorously she has spoken about this one. Very interesting. I've heard twice. I've heard. So now what happens is, ಅದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಂದಾರ, ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಅದೊಂದು ವಾಸುಕಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ದ ವೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಮಂದಾರ ಇಸ್ ಸೋ ಹ್ಯೂಜ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಸಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತೆ. ಇವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಅಂತ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪುಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದೇರ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಅಷ್ಟಿದ್ರೂ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಶೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಸಿಂಕಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್, Vishnu, he now thinks of another plan. So what he will do is, he will assume the form of Kurma, tortoise, wide spaced, adu ashte, as wide as the base of the Mandara, to support Mandara, so that iga hinge disc iddange. Disc also can be churned like this, no? Disc tara agbidutte adu, that tortoise. So it will form the base. On that there is Mandara, and then there is Vasuki. Firmly, he will not allow the Mandara to sink. So whenever there is a problem, if it is his wish, he will come and he will show his strength. He will support you. Anta. This is a very good indication. They were not able to carry. He brought his Garuda. It's sinking. He will come and become, he himself will become Kurma. Avane tan ben mel hotkondange avanu. He assumes the Kurmavatar. So how beautiful it is. See, andre ella bharavanna naan tagoltini. You become immortal, but do good things and understand the whole cosmos and my creation. That is all I'm expecting. I'm here to support you. So he does that. Amele adu aagta hogtade. Then what happens is, so he jacked up the mountain, and mountain 1,000 yojanas, as I said. It makes like another island on this and that. It makes an island kind of surface on which there is a Mandara mountain. And now how Mahavishnu is supporting andre, he is a description kotidare. What they say is, Mahavishnu appears uh, in the form of a deva. He himself is manifesting as deva, giving them all the strength, manifesting maximum vibhuti. He himself comes in the form of asura, manifesting again his vibhuti. He himself comes in the form of Vasuki. Not only that, they have given, he encourages and emboldens them to continue churning. He enters and gives them more strength. Enters, he is already there, isn't it? Consciousness, Prakriti, the Uttama Purusha, Akshara Purusha, Kshara Purusha. Three divisions we are told. Uttama Purusha is a consciousness, Akshara Purusha is a Prakriti, Kshara Purusha is the Nama Rupa, everything. So these three hierarchies are there. And in all these, he permeates, and all the actions are happening because of his intelligence and Prakriti following that. In that Nama Rupa, whatever we are doing now, whatever Devatas were doing. So, like that, but more expression comes through this now, in this, at this time. And he gives Vasuki an anesthetic effect ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ. Nagendram abodha ರೂಪಃ. He comes as anesthesia ಅಂತ. Abodha. He does not, sensation ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ imagine big Mandara Parvata, and Vasuki may not be as huge as or as powerful as Mandara, and it may become very tired and it may suffer from pain. So he is giving anesthesia ante. So Uddipayan Devaganamscha Vishnuhu Daivena Nagendram Abodha Rupaha. So he comes as anesthetic, as anesthesia, and he ensures them and shield from the torture of churning. So adella ಮಾಡ್ತಾನಂತೆ. Then he takes the form of that ಇದು ಏನದು ಕುರ್ಮ ಅಂತೂ ತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದಾನಲ್ಲಿ. Then ನಾವು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು the devatas will shower flowers on him. They are observing other celestial gods. Others means still higher ones. Okay. And now what happens is, ishtadru kuda there is some imbalance ante. There is kurma, there is Vasuki, there is ella idru kuda. Then what happens? He appears as another mountain on Mandara to make him stable. So ishtella arrangement aitu. Kurma, Mandara, Vasuki, Devas, Asuras, and there's another mountain on Mandara. Vishnu himself manifests as another mountain. So ultimately the goal is to churn the amritatva nectar, or maybe realization. So in every sense, he's supporting this attempt to get the immortality, amritatva, right? So when it did not appear, ಇವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟರು ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ವಂತೆ. ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಜೋರ್ ಲಗಾಕೆ ಹೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇಬ್ರು ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಇವರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದೇವ್ರ ಸ್ವತಃ ಬಂದ್ರು ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಿನ್ನ. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೊ ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ then he himself will start churning us. He himself will appear in front of them as form of Vishnu, blue in color, same description, attractive hair all over. Idella admele avanu tane bandu, he started shining like another mountain and starts churning, holding the Vasuki with his 4 victorious arms. Avaga from the sea full of aquatic creatures, sea elephants, alligators, whales, and violent churning threw up with all this. Crocodiles bantu, alligators bantu, whales, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮೀನುಗಳು ಬಂದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ sea elephants bantu, and amphibians, all aquatic plants and animals bandu. Then came notorious poison called halahala, also called kalakuta. Halahala poison, ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದದ್ದು ಪಾಯ್ಸನ್. ಅದು ಏನಾಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಪೆನಿಟ್ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫುಲ್ ಫ್ಯೂಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಚೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಂತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್. ಈ ವೋಲ್ಕೆನೋ ಬರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ವೋಲ್ಕೆನೋ ಬಂದಾಗ ಫ್ಯೂಮ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಫ್ಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಓವರ್ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಪೋರಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಹಂಗೆ ಬಂದು ಬಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇ ರನ್. Terror-stricken Prajapatis and all of them take shelter at the feet of ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ಸದಾಶಿವ ಶಿವನ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೋ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹರಿ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಬಟ್ ದ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹರಿ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್. ಬಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ದೇ somehow another aspect of Hari himself is Shiva. Shiva is sitting there. Hari is with them. So now they find another resort to take that, because they probably want to retain Hari at that spot. So they go and approach Hari, Shiva. So Shiva ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ, ನಾನು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಸೇವ್ ಅಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಸೇವ್ ಅಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಪಾಯ್ಸನ್ that can threaten the lives of all the three worlds. ಆ ಪಾಯ್ಸನ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಆಚೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ತ್ರೀ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಸರ್ವನಾಶ ಆಗೋಷ್ಟು ಇತ್ತಂತೆ. ದೇವದೇವ ಮಹಾದೇವ ಭೂತಾತ್ಮನ್ ಭೂತ ಭಾವನ ತ್ರಾಹಿನ ಶರಣ ಪನ್ನಾಂ ತ್ರೈಲೋಕ್ಯ ದಹನಾತ್ ವಿಷಾತ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವನಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿನ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ದೇ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದೇ ಸರೆಂಡರ್ ಟು ಸದಾಶಿವ. So Shiva is sitting there, and the great thing about Shiva is, as we have many times discussed, he is a very strong person. He comes out as a very, very magnificent, powerful, vibrant person, highly vibrant. ಅದು ನಟರಾಜನ ನೃತ್ಯ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಂಟೈರ್ earth will shake like that. Shivaratri, that's what they say, when we sit for meditation, his vibes can be felt with the spine erect. On Shivaratri particularly. So he's he's given those powers by the consciousness in his creation itself. So they go and approach, and then why do they approach? Because he has the ability to neutralize that. So they go to him, and seeing this condition, the Shiva, he tells his wife Bhavani, Parvati, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿರ್ತಾಳೆ ಅವಳು, ಅವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನೋಡು ಭವಾನಿ, ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, and they have become so weak. Now they were churning the ocean, it seems, and poison has come, and it's coming almost, I'm seeing it's overflowing like this. So it's my duty to protect the weak and suffering, and that indicates lordship. I have been given this position andre, it's my duty to protect the weak and those who are suffering ಅಲ್ವಾ. ವೀಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಫರಿಂಗ್ ಗೆ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ the enlightened holy men who have realized the transitoriness of life seek to give protection to other creatures. Ordinary person ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, when ಈ ತರ ಏನಾರ ಬಂದಾಗ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೊಬ್ರು they kill each other, or they try to at each other's cost they want to survive, at other survival of the fittest ಅಂತ ಡಾರ್ವಿನ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಸರ್ವೈವ್, ನಾನು ಅಂತ ಓಡ್ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪಿಸಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೀ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಮ್ ಬಂತು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ. ಬಟ್ ಅನ್ ಎನ್ಲೈಟನ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಅಟ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ he will try to protect others. That is how an enlightened person will do. So I am supposed to do that, noble lady ಅಂತ ಭವಾನಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, because this indicates that these two are always in concurrence, and he needs her approval before any decision is taken. He needs, Bhavan is the Purusha, Stri, always. The combination should work like that. There should be consensus. ಇವಳು ಡೈಲೆಮಾ ಒಳಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಅವನು ಡೈಲೆಮಾ ಒಳಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಇವಳು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇವನು ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು he says that I have to do now, and I hope you are okay with that. Actually, those are with the approval of Devi, who knew the Lord's power. With all that, so he says, Bhavani, now Hari is pleased with the person who shows kindness to beings. Hari is pleased with people who show kindness to beings, alva. Adveshta sarvabhutana, Bhagavad Gita ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, karuna, compassion is must and should. Many times we see people, ದೇವ್ರ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, behaviorally no change. Then it doesn't show any divinity. Divinity is spiritual practice also, and expression of that behavior. So he says, Hari likes people. Yo mad bhaktaha sa me priyaha anta Krishna ಹೇಳಿದಾನೆ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಹಿಂಸಾ, ದ್ವೇಷ್ಟ, ಸರ್ವಭೂತಾನ ಮೈತ್ರಃ ಕರುಣ ಏವಚ, ನಿರ್ಮಮೋ ನಿರಹಂಕಾರಃ ಸಮದುಃಖ ಸುಖಕ್ಷಮಿ, ಸಂತುಷ್ಟಃ ಸತತಂ ಯೋಗಿ, ಯತ್ ಆತ್ಮ ದೃಢ ನಿಶ್ಚಯ, ಮಯ್ಯರ್ಪಿತ ಮನೋಬುದ್ಧಿ, ಯೋ ಮದ್ ಭಕ್ತ ಸ ಮೇ ಪ್ರಿಯ. ಯಾರು ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ he talks about don't hate, kindness. So here also he says Hari is pleased with a person who shows kindness to all beings. And when Hari is pleased, I, along with moving and unmoving beings, I am also pleased. So, Bhavani, I am going to drink this poison for the benefit of these Devatas and others so that the world is protected. So, ಅದು ಬರ್ತಿರ್ತದಂತೆ ಅದು ವಿಷ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ. He takes it in his palm and he drinks. And because, as I said, he has so much of positivity and good vibes that it will get neutralized ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹರಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. So he will only kind of tell them to go to Shiva. So Shiva ತಗೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ that visha will not, it will not go beyond the throat. It gets stuck there. He will hold it there, and therefore his neck turns blue ಅಂತ Bhagavat says. That is why he is called as Neelakantha. Kantha is neck. Neela is blue. Neelakantha is Shiva. So Shiva holds it. So ಅದನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. Then they come back. And again, both of them become cheerful. Matte bantu anta. Now you tell me what should come next. Hari would have told them, no? First poison bartade. Then what will come? Anybody you can remember?
The byproducts.
Byproducts, yes. Good byproducts. Attractive byproducts. So first ಏನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಮಧೇನು. Kamadhenu is a cow which gives, whatever you ask. Kamadhenu kottu, cow it is. Dhenu means cow. Kama means desire. Whatever you desire giving cow, you can say that. So that cow will be there. Beautiful, very magnificent. Now everybody is around, even the rishis are there. So rishis will ask for that. Rishis will ask. Vishnu ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ, don't get distracted. But still everybody starts asking. ಋಷಿಗಳು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕದು, ನಾವು ಯಜ್ಞಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. We need so many items. Sometimes we may not get people who give charity and all. What if we have Kamadhenu and we need not go and ask for a charity, donations and all that? If the kings don't take care, then we'll have to do. Aitu tagoli anta. So rishis will take. Next comes this one. Big horse. White and white like a moon. Uchchaishravas adra hesaru. Horse. Very strong, sturdy. Adu Bali wants to have it. On the Lord's advice, Indra, Bali, Vishnu ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಆದಷ್ಟು ಕೇಳಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ. So ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ Indra. So Bali takes it. Then comes Airavat, 4-tusked elephant. Airavat ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ white elephant. ಅದು ಹಂಗೆ, it will be having the greatness of Mount Kailasha ಅಂತ. Excel the greatness of Mount, ಅಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡದು. Huge ಐರಾವತ ಇದು ಆನೆ, ಅದು ವೈಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ವಿಚ್ ಕೈಲಾಶ್ ಪರ್ವತಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿರ್ತದಂತೆ, ಅಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಕೈಲಾಶ್ ಇದು ಐರಾವತ್. ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೂ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಗೋಸ್ ಟು ಇಂದ್ರ. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಹೌ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಕೌಸ್ತುಭ. ಕೌಸ್ತುಭ ಇಸ್ ಅ gem which belongs to species of Padmaraga. It is a species. See, Bhagavat gives lot of information on this gemology also. Padmaraga no species ante, adralli the Kaustubha we say Kaustubha Bharana, Krishnan dedu adu. So Vishnu takes Hari, I want that. Ade ಬಹಳ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನ ಕೊರಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೌಸ್ತುಭ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. So Hari himself takes it. Next comes a Parijata Vriksha. You have seen Parijata tree with its very fragrant small flowers. And this is very unique because it is said to have come out from the Samudra Mathana. So it is so holy, andre it is only for these flowers which we allow to be put on the shrine, though they have fallen on the ground. ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಸ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಟಿಟಿ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಳಗ್ ಬಿದ್ದೆ ಹರಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಿದ್ದ ಉದುರೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಾವ ಪಾರಿಜಾತ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ವಿ pick up and put it on the Lord, very very much adored by Lakshmi or Krishna and all. So Parijata Vriksha, idrallu they have not mentioned who takes it. Actually it fulfills the wants of those who approach ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು ಪಾರಿಜಾತ ವೃಕ್ಷ, it actually goes to Indra only, and later Satyabhama will ask for it on the way after killing Narakasura ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇದೆ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಇದೆ. So here they have not mentioned. So this also it will go to Indra only. Then come the Apsaras. Apsaras Bandhu, heavenly nymphs adorned with necklace. So the beautiful thing, they will remain with Devas only. Next comes emergence of Rama. Rama andre Lakshmi one avatar. So Lakshmi the inner form. So there is a goddess who comes, very beautiful, very beautiful. She emerges with so much of divine expression, andre, just like Hari Shri Hari. So very beautiful. Amele, looking at her only, they know that she belongs to Hari and Kelbit. All the Devatas bring different gifts for her. Earth brings all the herbs and cows will give their products, Panchagavya kortarante, all their sacred 5 products, urine, milk, and all those. And rishis, give make arrangements for Abhisheka, and Gandharvas will sing. Like that, they celebrate the appearance of this Rama. She is a beautiful goddess-like being. Goddess-like being. Everybody gives, you know. So, ಅವಳು ಆಚೆ ಬಂದು, then she tells, I will select where I should be going ಅಂತ. So she chooses Mahavishnu. She says, among everything in this entire world, endowed with all gunas, attributes, yet free from all this, free from desire himself, and appearing always concerned about all the 3 worlds, yet not attached. I would like to be in his chest ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ he places ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಭಗವಂತನ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಅಂತ. ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಸ್ ಅವತಾರ. ದೆನ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್, ಅದು ಇದು ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ವಾರುಣಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಡೈಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಲಿಕ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೆ. ಸುರಾಪಾನ, ಮದ್ಯಪ, ಸುರಾಪಾನ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಲಿಕ್ಕರ್ದು. ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಡೈಟಿ ಪ್ರಿಸೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಓವರ್ liquors. So who will take now? Who is more after this? Andre both will be, but Asuras will take that. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಬ್ರು ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬರೋದು. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಬಂತ. ಎಲಿಫೆಂಟ್ ಬಂತು, ಐರಾವತ್ ಬಂತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಉಚ್ಚೇಶ್ರವಸ್ ಬಂತು, ಕಾಮಧೇನು ಬಂತು, ಪಾರಿಜಾತ ಬಂತು, ಅಂಡ್ ರಮಾ ಬಂದ್ಲು. ಇನ್ನ ಒಬ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ he is a man with an astounding form, again almost like Vishnu only. Hands, very long hands, and there reddish tinge, very sparkling eyes. His neck resembles a conch shell, bluish in complexion. Garland is there, curly hair, broad chest. He wears a yellow pitambara, arms decorated with bracelets. And this person carried the pot of Amrita. Bantig Amrita Kayak Bantu. And who was this person? Anybody who carried this Amrita? Looking like Dhanvantri. Correct. Dhanvantri. The Lord Dhanvantri, Vishnu's avatar again, comes Vishnu comes in the form of Dhanvantri with that pot of Amrita. ಈಗ ಅಮೃತ ಇಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ Dhanvantri comes with that Amrita, and Dhanvantri is not only a holder of that pot, he is supposed to be the author of Ayurveda, that is the science of health. He is considered to be father of Ayurveda, and he has spoken science of this one, Ayurveda, and any yajna performed will give an off share to Dhanvantri. So he carries that. Then ಬಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ, ಇನ್ನು ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದೇ ಕುಡ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್, ಅಸುರಾಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಟ್ ಪಾಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರನ್ ಅವೇ. ದೇವತಾ ಸ್ಟಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರಾಗ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೇ ಬಿಟ್ರು. ದೆನ್ ಇವ್ರ ಮುಖ ಸಣ್ಣದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು, ವಾಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ವಿ ಡೂ ಅಂದಾಗ ಹರಿ ಸೇಸ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವೇಟ್, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್, ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲಿ ಹಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ನಾವು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾರ ಇವ್ರು ಹಸುರು ಗುಂಪಿಗೆ, ಐಸೋಲೇಟ್ ದೆಮ್ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ಡ್. They forgot the principles. Where is the principle? Utter selfishness. They had agreed upon initially, because they had a meeting, Bali, Indra, they said, we will churn, we will come, then we will share. But whatever came also, they took the Sura, they took, and they took that Uchchaishravasa, adu idella ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಲ್ಲ, in not satisfied. But when they took it among themselves, no, uh, they started fighting among themselves. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೀಕ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ ಕೊಡು, ನನಗ್ ಕೊಡು, ನಮ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ನಿಮ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಯಾರ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಕಚ್ಚಾಟ. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅದನ್ನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ, that also they didn't do. In the meanwhile, what happens is there comes a beautiful lady. Beautiful ಅಂದ್ರೆ unimaginable. She is so beautiful. Rather than beautiful, Bhagavat has gone beyond decency to describe her physical attributes. She is very, very seductive. I will not describe, because the way they have described, no, you read it for yourself. She becomes a very seductive woman. ಏನ್ ಅವಳ ಕೆನ್ನೆ ಅಂತ, ಏನ್ ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳು, ಏನ್ ತುಟಿಗಳು, and the way she has dressed up, and so attractive figure she has got. Slowly she will, with her anklets making noise, jan 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 anteli, she will sway her pallu, and like that she will go, into their colony ಅಂದ್ರೆ they have made a separate group. Immediately ಅಸುರರಿಗೆ ಏನಂತಾರ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಜಲ್ಲು ಸುರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರ ಅವ್ರು. They will start looking ಹೋಯ್ತದ ಅಮೃತ. They will start looking at Mohini. She is nothing but Mohini avatar. ವಿಷ್ಣು ಮೋಹಿನಿ ಅವತಾರ ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಒಂದು ಇದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್. Infatuation is Asuri quality. Infatuation. And that is overpowers their all other qualities. They also have sattvic qualities. They say, no, we also chant mantras, we also have Vedas, and they are also good in many areas, but this infatuation, it overpowers. So immediately they forget. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂದ್ರೆ, they forget their difference of opinion. They all surround her and they'll say, oh, you are so nice, your ears are ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದ್ ಮುಟ್ಟೋದೊಂದು ಬಾಕಿ, ನಿನ್ ಕಿವಿ ಹಿಂಗಿದೆ, ನಿನ್ ಇಯರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಹಿಂಗಿದೆ, ನಿನ್ ನೋಸ್ ರಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಂಗಿದೆ, ನಿನ್ ಕೂದ್ಲು ಹಿಂಗಿದೆ, ನಿನ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹಿಂಗಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿ 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 ದೇ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಟಚ್ ಹರ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಳು, she appears as a harlot ಅಂತ, like a, what they call her, call girl or something like prostitute only, some damsel who wants to attract. ಹಂಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾಳೆ ಅವಳು ಮೋಹಿನಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡು, they tell her, it seems, full ಅವಳನ್ನ ಅಪ್ರಿಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, then she will be smiling, and then they say, see, ಇದು we have got this from the ಇದು Samudra Mathana, and they could not identify her as Vishnu avatar. They just took her as a one lady who was full of all the attraction. So we now you only share it among us ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವಳಿಗೆ. ನೀನೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಮ್ಮ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ವೀಕ್ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಏನ್ ಬೇಡ, ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಲಿಸನ್ ಟು ಯು. ಒಂದು if you take by the role she is playing, she is one of the cheapest lady, who has come to distract them with her physical form. They want to hand over the decision to her. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಲೋ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಸುರಿದು ಅಂತ. ಅಸುರಿ ಬುದ್ಧಿನೇ ಹಿಂಗೆ, ಅಸುರಿ ಬುದ್ಧಿ. 16th chapter we are dealing with ದೈವಿ ಸಂಪತ್, ಅಸುರಿ ಸಂಪತ್. ಹಿಂಗೆ there is no control, and how they can deviate. Particularly this damascha, they say dama is control of senses, which is a strong quality of daivi sampat. Daivi guna andre strong guna. Mohini appears before devatas also see her. Immediately they start smiling. We know it is Vishnu anta, because they can see her. The daivi guna will see Vishnu in Mohini. They will see the reality. Asuri will not see, they're mesmerized, because for them infatuation, that's the lowest quality, no control of senses. So they will run after. What a blooming youth to anga hinge they have described. Nodu, navella brothers and sisters hange, don't get wrong, we were just fighting. Actually we are all together only, but what to do in bantu, it's okay, now we will stop fighting, you distribute. Then she says, okay, can you trust me and kelta, I'm such a low lady with low morals, how will you trust me? No wise people would like to trust, no ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಜೋರ್ ನಗ್ತಾರಂತೆ. ಜೋರ್ ನಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್, ಹಂಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರೀಡ್ ಔಟ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್. ಇತೀತೆ ಕ್ಷೇಳಿತೈಃ ತಸ್ಯ ಆಶ್ವಸ್ತ ಮನಸೋ ಸುರಾಹ ಜಹ ಸುರ್ಭಾವ ಗಂಭೀರಂ ದದುಶ್ಚಾಮೃತ ಭಾಜನಂ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ uh, their faith. Okay. When she teases them, no, when she teases them, uh, how can you trust me ಅಂತ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಟಿಂಗಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಅವಳಿಗೆ. How can you trust me? I'm such a low lady with such cheap taste, low morals. I'm selling my body. No, 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 don't think like that ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಜೋರ್ ನಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು then uh, they give her hand over the this one pot to her. ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರ ಅವರು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ the greatest treasure which was obtained after so much of pain, ಹರಿ ಕಮಿಂಗ್, ಅವ್ರು ಬರೋದು, ಮಂದಾರ ಅದ್ ತಲೆಯಾಗ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ದ ಮಿನಿಟ್ ದೇ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಸೆನ್ಶುಯಾಲಿಟಿ ದೇ ಲೂಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕಾಮ ಕಾಂಚನ, ಕಾಮ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೆಸ್ಮರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತದ ಅದು. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಅವಳು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ನೀವು if you are able to, if you trust me so much, then you should listen to whatever I say. Are you okay with that? Will you listen to whatever I say? ಓ ಅದಕ್ಕೇನಂತೆ, ನೀ ಹೇಳೋದು ಹೆಚ್ಚೋ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೆಚ್ಚೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. We don't mind whatever you say, we will listen. Whatever you say, we just want to be adoring you ಅಂತ indirectly hidden. So ಅವಾಗ so they take that, they don't understand, they full ignorance ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So she tells them, all right, now I will distribute to all of you. You be seated according to my seating. I will make the seating arrangement. And then, okay ಅಂತಾರೆ. So one day they sit and meditate. ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಾಳೆ ಅವಳು. So ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ you should feed everybody and then do some chanting, oblations ಮಾಡಿ, wear new dress and then sit for, it's like one yajna only ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Then both of them come in that hall. Now, on one side,
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗೋಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್?
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು? ಈಗ ಜಸ್ಟ್
Yeah, just ma'am, they were sitting on either side.
they were sitting on either side.
Interesting part.
So they were sitting on either side, and so asuras on one side, devas on another side. Now Hari does not want to distribute this amrita to asuras at all, because he knows they're dangerous. He has created this atmosphere so that they get convinced and they come over there. And so now they both of them are sitting on either side, and Mohini moves from here to first one ಮೂರ್ನಾಲ್ಕು ರೌಂಡ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾಳಂತೆ. She will go up and down, up and down. ಇವರು ಬಾಯಿ ತಕ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಕಣ್ ತಕ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಜಲ್ ಸುರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು, they are not concerned about the pot now. They are only concerned about looking at her. So what she does is, she will look at them, she will smile, and they will become so inebriated and ecstatic, intoxicated. In that mode, she will turn towards this side, pour the amrita to devas. Left side ಕುಡಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅವ್ರು ರಿಕವರ್ ಆಗೋಷ್ಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಮೈಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳಂತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ತಂದ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳಂತೆ. But before they recover, again she will give. So like that, she will play a trick and see that amrita is delivered only to the devas and not to the asuras. In the meanwhile, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಚಾಲು ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ಅವನು ರಾಹು, ಅವನು ಸ್ವರಭಾನು, ಅವನ ಹೆಸರು ಸ್ವರಭಾನು, ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ರಾಹು. ಅವನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿಟ್ಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ದೇವತಾಸ್. ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೋ ಟ್ರಿಕ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೀನ್ ಬೈ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಅಂಡ್ ಚಂದ್ರ ಅಂತೆ. ಸೊ he drinks that. He gets by default, because all on this side are getting, no, ಇವಳು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಮೆಸ್ಮರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಅಸುರರನ್ನ. she will mesmerize them and she will pour here. So the benefit is taken by devas, actually. Benefit of amrita is taken by devas. Benefit of her figure is taken by the asuras. And this ರಾಹು ಟಣ್ ಅಂತ ಜಿಗದ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾನಂತವನು. ಅದನ್ನ ಇವರು ಸೂರ್ಯ ಮತ್ತೆ ಚಂದ್ರ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವಿಷ್ಣುಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Then Vishnu immediately uses the discus and beheads him. But what happens is, by then the amrita had gone to the neck and it would have circulated there, but it would not have completely taken over the trunk. So lower portion of his body falls dead, head remains immortal and the head remains there. So this Rahu Ketu antivala, that actually Ketu also in another this thing on the YouTube, they have told Rahu and Ketu. Here they mention only Rahu. So Rahu stays immortally, and he becomes one of the planets there. He gets converted into a planet, and always antagonism to the moon and sun for betraying him. And they say, as per this, uh, eclipse is because of Rahu. Eclipse andre on certain full moon and new moon days, he wants to take revenge anta eclipse bartade anta. But what I feel is this has a effect on the mental condition. So Rahu ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ರಾಹು ಈ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ you will not have good, in astrology they say Rahu Kutanali ante one particular portion. So something is there which I am not very clear what they have mentioned, because I think people eclipse, we scientifically we will not accept this. No, Rahu will create imbalance between Surya and Chandra. That we know when sun, moon, and earth come on the same straight line, same plane, then eclipse results. One will block. That is what we have learned. But here he says Rahu, we don't know whether he influences that. I don't know. I'm not an astronomist, should be able to tell that. So idella aadmele, after the devas had finished drinking, he assumes his real form, and then he discusses, he blesses them. Anyways, asuras will be, devas will become powerful, and his real form is shown to the asuras also. Devas and daityas, actually, the end of this chapter says, after they finished drinking, after they finish drinking this one, no, amrita, Lord assumed his real form in the view of asuras. In this way, devas and daityas, now they become angry. Of course, that continues in the next chapter. So devas get the entire amritatva, and why they get andre, Bhagavat Puranic say, Mohini bandaga, if the asuras had controlled themselves, if the ignorance was not there, they also would have got, because they would have understood the real form of Vishnu. Likewise, people who can get easily deviated by physical attractions, physical distractions, they will have Asuri Buddhi. And I mean, always, if people are always thinking of these physical body, woman, no, sexual disturbances, ಅವಾಗ ಭಗವಂತ ದೂರ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ. So infatuation is one of the Asuri quality. Asuri Sampat is infatuation and ignorance. Kama Haitukam anta bartade 16th chapter. And Dama is control of senses, is a great quality of Devatas. So they say both of them started from the same platform. When they started churning, Devatas and Asuras were on the same platform. Both were equally eligible. Though it was in the mind of Hari that it should not be given, but they started. But as they went, when that distraction was shown to both Devatas as well as Asuras, Devatas could comprehend, Asuras could not comprehend. Devatas understood infatuation is not the time. I mean, they of course knew that it was Vishnu. Even if it was somebody else, they wouldn't have got, because their purpose and focus was Amrita. These people, whoever it was, they would have got distracted. So, thus, because of their good qualities, they get the Amritatva. Similarly, a human should become Daivi Sampat. They should have Devata, divine qualities. And when they start churning with their mind, the mind should be used as a churning rod. ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಬನ್ನಂಜೆ ಗೋವಿಂದಾಚಾರ್ಯ ಹಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, mind should be used as a churning rod. And when you do that, no, the kundalini jagrata ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ, churning of our ಮೂಲಾಧಾರ ಚಕ್ರ. That means levels of consciousness, ಮೂಲಾಧಾರ, ಸ್ವಾಧಿಷ್ಠಾನ ಅಂತ 7 ಚಕ್ರಗಳವಲ್ಲ, ಅದು one by one, as you go up, it starts, that kundalini, it's like a serpent that awakening, that chakra. Chakra is silent, latent, and it faces downwards. They say that serpent whose hood is faced downwards. Downwards means towards lower attractions. Lower means towards sexual attractions. Mainly they come to that because that's the worst distraction, they say. Worst means it will consume all your energies. That is why it is considered as worst. All the achievements or whatever you have done, like Ajamila we showed now, it will go. So by using this mind as a churning rod, when you churn it, no, with this one, then you will start getting ascent. It will start, the hood will start looking upwards. So it will grow from lower chakra to higher chakras one by one. As it grows, you start getting all the luxuries, comforts, everything. Do not get distracted. Go above that. And sometimes the poisons, distress, sufferings will come. Go to Mahadeva, again bring him into your mind. With his help, go up. So like that, we should, when we grow gradually, just like this churning. And that process of churning should continue, not yield to distractions, infatuations, be focused, right? Performing all the activities with the focus of surrender, with the intention of surrender. So that way we will reach the Sahasrara. That is nothing but getting the Amrita in that Kalasha. It is just the same. How the Devatas churned the Samudra and got that Amrita, exactly like that, we will also get. In the process, there may be distractions, there may be Mohini coming, because Mohini is nothing but Maya. Vishnu only comes as Maya. So beware of that and say, okay, you are Maya, I know, but I don't want to be here. I will go there. And now, mele hokta hodange, we will reach the Amritattva, means we will get enlightenment. So that completes Samudra Mathana. I enjoyed. Thank you very much for patient listening. It was very interesting story for me. How Vishnu, such a clever player he is, isn't it? So, any additions you want to add?